Now, I won't lie to you, Jukum. This is the first time ever I've seen Yoshean play. This is the first time I've ever actually seen them play the game.
I feel like, because I've been out of the loop for a long time, right? I feel like I've heard of this name before, but I am also very unfamiliar with who they played or what their gameplay style is even like. So I'm very excited to have this matchup getting started up. Braixen versus Pikachu.
Yeah.
Picking the Umbreon choice for Braixen, lots of defensive.
Right?
Out there.
Oh my goodness, we just casually walk up. Oh, okay, hold on. All right, this is, you know what? I may have not seen Yoshean, but Yoshean is showing me. But so far, get a whole turnaround side Y, gonna put you into the corner. JX gonna get the vulnerable frame of the CA. The double 6Y to DP. Hold on, we got the definite training mode combos. We lost the tracking off of Thunder Pillar.
Yeah, wow, the tracking from using Psybeam there almost got hit there. Escaped until getting into Pikachu's grubby hands right there. Field phase towards Pikachu. Both people have burst in this situation. Both have support. Oh, not anymore. That was a bit of a blunder on Umbreon's use, but very easily made up by both people going to burst right now.
And you know what? I like the idea. Hold on, wait. If you're gonna know you're gonna use Whimsicott, you gotta make sure that you can be ready for when there's a giant fire blast coming your way, and Whimsicott's gonna get rid of it. But oh, that's gonna definitely be a hit. Long distance burst attack gonna come your way. Sugar, spice, everything nice coming to you with a bang.
The full screen to maneuver around Pikachu and get as much chip damage as they want, but Pikachu out of the range of that Umbreon. Breaks it out of the range of all those attacks until Pikachu decides to run up into her face and slap her with the tail, taking the first round.
Yeah, all that airtime that Pikachu gets is definitely beneficial. Sometimes when you're able to get past these projectiles, oh, okay, that's something that most people actually don't do. Making sure to remember that Boomerang does have technically a 2-hitter on the way back, and you're able to escape. Same way you're able to jump out of that corner with the Thunder cancels. Ooh, but get eaten out by the JX Flame Charge with the Firecrackers. Gonna go ahead and eat out the rest of your CA.
Doing it once again with the Psybeam, but now Whimsicott's up here. Shooting projectiles that just won't work. Pikachu up in classyfennekin's face. Gets off the Nuzzle. Will we see a Thunderbolt or are we gonna see a push? Yes, Thunderbolt going for damage.
Ooh, 5x, very large button. Yes, gonna activate Burst. Yoshean, someone has Classy in the corner. Ooh, but you gotta make sure those are just frames if you want to hit a burst moded opponent.
Honestly, with a character as stubby as Pikachu, this seems like one of those situations where being in the corner isn't as bad if you're Braixen. Until you finally get hit and eating a bunch of damage, your burst is all gone right now. Trying to get off one last attack, going for a little bit of chip damage.
Oh, saw that the shield was super red, so wanted to do something to break it, but Yoshean on the up and up, making sure they stay ready. CA dash forward, try to get a throw, gonna get punished, but the full homing attack not gonna kill, but only 10 seconds left, and take away all projectiles with a burst attack right after, and gonna charge you down for the first game.
classyfennekin probably figured that perhaps Yoshean would try to run away during the last few moments. Boomerang's a really good tool for preventing that sort of ding, covering a bunch of space, but Yoshean just decided, nah, we're slapping you once again, just like the first round, heading straight into their face to take out that last bit of health.
All right, but okay, Yoshean, I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Being able to, if anything, because the combos, a little bit different than the classic 99 dash we've been seeing, because 99 dash loves to be optimal, but there's actually plenty of routes that Pikachu can take to get some type of result, and I definitely would say probably a little bit of hang time just to get some dash in is what Yoshean is going for. Ooh, but dive, heavy dive, JX not gonna find its mark. Homing, but CA through that last bit of homing, hard knockdown, could have been a great use, or at least a great time to use Umbreon.
Hops over the Nuzzle. Now we're back to projectile wars. This is definitely something very heavily in classyfennekin's favor. Until, again, Yoshean decides to pick the right moment to just throw their face at their opponent.
Yo, my man neutral jumped over Fire Blast. What?
Maneuver himself.
Ooh, boomerang pull in, come a little bit closer, gonna put you into the corner, trying to go golf swinging, but looks like we're gonna miss the hole in one. Gonna activate the burst, get the Whimsicott going. That means no projectiles, nothing but hands, but we do have an Umbreon that gets blocked.
Pika's got the quick subs up. Now they're gone. All the projectiles needed to avoid the situations perfectly in Yoshean's favor. Gets the field phase win in burst, as a burst attack still on deck for throwing himself at Braixen's face and getting all this chip damage.
Oh my god, release Y? Knew that the jump was coming. 16 seconds left. JX misses the punish, probably wanted to go for an 8Y, but Braixen doesn't have the best one. And that's gonna be Yoshean on set point.
That's point right here, but classyfennekin does have support and burst, so this is definitely very in their favor until Pikachu gets one dive kick, recovers half his meter, continues the pressure, remains undamaged, gets a jump in, starts off another excellent combo wall split.
And look at the damage. Hold on. That wasn't even fully optimal either, but we still got the wall damage to add on to the pain. But so far, Yoshean gonna go ahead, take the time. He's been CAing every single projectile along with Whimsicott, definitely getting the paycheck they deserve with all the projectiles out of the way. There we go. We still had a little bit of a reaction towards a fireball, but I understand. Like, even if you automatically have something to take away projectiles, you're still gonna have that sensation of, all right, we need to block this.
One fear.
Oh, the reactions! Hold up! Full screen? Super? And you get the kill, the whiff punish from Yoshean to take the game 2-0.
That was like on the stretch of putting Braixen into rage during the beginning of the burst animation. For those who don't know, when you... Right.
Alright, so one thing's for sure, PitaGuy has actually, out of the 22 Heavens Arenas we had for last year, he did win one. So he actually is, very familiar with some of the players as of recently that have been entering Heaven's Arena. But May has actually been, on the come up, has been entering other tournaments for Pokkén. But she's actually quite strong. Trying to get into the feelings of the strong Thunder Griffin, one of the best. Oh, okay, hold on. Point blank, 8Y. Gonna go ahead and get into the dead zone, and we got the optimization. Oh, but we drop it.
Yeah, the eye of the 8Y. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this pressure against the low health Shandy. Yeah, Weavile's definitely got a lot of tools to maneuver around this match in so many ways. That icicle crash was just one. Agility in general, being able to avoid all these projectiles is gonna allow PitaGuy to just go on a rampage, and all these multi-hits being able to beat out Smog. Oh my gosh, PitaGuy, calm down.
Ooh, it may not be a perfect, but okay. Catch the OS. Gonna be able to get out of harm's way, but yeah, that's gonna immediately activate the taunt. JX not reacted to by PitaGuy, got back on the other side, decided to take the corner back. And now we're just chipping you down. Only 2 HP in a dream. And then Weavile gonna go ahead and give you the cold shoulder to stop you from mischieving it.
Yeah, what do you do in that situation? You kind of gotta like back up to get into a range for your 8Y to actually be able to connect. And by that time, PitaGuy can just maneuver around with Icicle Crash anyway and throw himself right at May's face anyway.
Okay, so far, now this time we're finally in a more favorable position for May, being able to actually stop you at a certain distance with that 5Y, with the 2Y. The flash caught you again, but this time not gonna be a combo, but gonna let you charge the button, walks up, throw, gonna be some extra wall damage.
Yes. Didn't get the combo confirmed, but did end up winning the phase. Chandelure in the corner once more. Does an 8X over the 2Y. I forgot that was like a frame 1 type of thing. Oh my god.
Oh, but the overheat. And that did a lot of damage too. Gonna put 2 debuffs on May's side, but it will make PitaGuy go full screen, have to take a detour, but we're gladly gonna be able to take a different route. Now May, feeling the pressure a little bit, gonna activate their burst, but it's gonna be wasted away just a little bit with how much chip you just did. Be careful.
That 8-watt,
Oh!
8X was really good to just
Burst?
get out of the corner, and now May finally has the positioning she needs to be able to just win this round with that excellently placed Will-O-Wisp.
Wow.
That Night Slash was not in that situation.
Yeah, that was actually really surprising, being able to actually come back just a little bit closer than I expected. But so far, this forward wide of Fury Swipes have been getting the job done. May looks like she wants to press a button, but so far, it just gets interrupted. Ooh, but nice dash, being able to cancel into the smog. And again, he's just abusing the dead zone in 8Y and able to get back in. Wall splat?
Doesn't seem like it, but one Dragonite's gonna do so much chip damage. Doesn't even block it. Finishes him off with a knockoff. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Dragonite's pretty good. Very big window, has a huge hitbox, lasts for like forever, and not only that, it does amazing amounts of chip.
I'm unsure what what she was trying to do in that situation at the very end. Perhaps it was a minimize attempt, but did she jump? I thought I saw a jump maybe.
I don't know. She looked quite grounded, so maybe I think it was a mistimed minimize, because minimize can definitely outlast the entirety of Dragonite, but if you do that, then it's just gonna be up to PitaGuy to be like, all right, are you minimizing, or I'm gonna throw it?
Yeah, maybe the idea was to use overheat, but I guess we'll never know. All right, second game begins between these two competitors.
Ooh, okay.
Being a little patient until just a rando smog gets in right there. Dodges the Hex though, that could have been big damage against Weavile.
Especially when anytime you have a debuff on the opponent, Hex does either double or triple the amount of damage. But so far, May has a different saying about this game. Instead, PitaGuy just casually walks up and is like, all right, I'm tired of being zoned out. I'm gonna come to you.
Ooh, excellent back wipe. Sets up perfectly and uses the Beyblade to put PitaGuy in the corner, but doesn't know you. With that Night Slash, half of her health is gone.
And look at that. Anytime PitaGuy just jumps over, he's gonna decide to do the Icicle Crash stance and be like, all right, are you gonna whiff something, or am I gonna react? Oh no! I don't know what I think he did agility to taunt, and it got completely blown up by the overheat.
It was some counter move, yes. That is not gonna stop the overheat from stealing that win. So much pressure. May believed in the amount of HP she had at the end there for her to hang on and counterattack accordingly. But
yeah, 2+ to get the grab. So far, we're just seeing the attempt on mix-ups, trying to open May up, but May isn't biting. Gonna summon the Lapras. Gonna be able to get the smog. Yes, gonna eat out the CA. But now here comes the pressure. Weavile pressure. This time May not OSing it, but gonna overheat the Ice Punch. Sends you all the way full screen and catch you on the dash for the laser. Hold on, May is starting to predict where PitaGuy is gonna go next, just like that. Whoa. Too wide to the 6X.
Oh my god, catching all these attacks. May gets the exact hit needed to end it there. What? May is doing such an excellent job at knowing exactly where PitaGuy is going to be and knowing how much PitaGuy is trying to extend. It's very scary when you're Chandelure in the corner, especially when you're using overheat, because Weavile just has so many ways to avoid your overheat through various methods of just jumping, but she just knows exactly when he's going to overextend enough to land those hits, and those hits do so much damage to swing the tables of the entire match.
So true, but Chandelure may be a ghost type, but one thing for sure, I'm starting to see future sight in that move pool, and I don't know how. But May gonna go ahead, get some momentum swinging on their side. Oh, but this time another back Y gonna be able to tech the throw. Here comes another Fury Swipe, but the fully charged fake out gonna go ahead and blow up the smog out of the corner. Oh, still charged it again.
There's a lot of stuff going on that I don't quite understand, but it's somehow always ending up in PitaGuy's favor. Ooh, until that sneaky 2-eye pushes his Weavile farther in the corner. I see a little bit of nerve from May from that mistimed Beyblade at the beginning of the match to missing out at 6XX. But Snivy!
Ooh, okay!
Excellent support!
And I love the delay on the 8Y, knowing that from how many times PitaGuy has actually hit the dead zone, trying to patiently wait for the combo. Dash forward? No, now you're in the corner versus bursted Weavile, but you successfully get an overheat off. That's huge.
That steals so much meter from PitaGuy as well. but you do have a Dragonite that allows you to get in for basically free, and now it's just one mix that May just couldn't handle with that multi-hit, what's it called? Homing attack.
Yeah, it's the homing attack. Yeah, that's the one benefit of having a multi-hitting homing attack, being able to actually deal with certain CAs, try to make sure they get hit by the vulnerable frame, shutting you down on the jump in. You're not approaching me like this, but going straight over with the knockoff. Again, so far we've been hit back to back to back every time PitaGuy gets above us. Gonna go ahead, summon the Dragonite and all the chip possible, but out of range for the throw, so you gotta be careful with this debuff on you.
Ooh, doesn't get the sweet spot on the 2Y, but is accidentally predicting when PitaGuy is using counterattacks. Still gotta be careful, because you are at low health against a Weavile at the wall, and that can definitely just kill you instantly. Ooh, especially when you don't have burst anymore due to the knockoff.
Oh, you're still alive! Oh, but not anymore. Fully charged 6x with pierces when it's fully charged. Gonna go ahead, take it 2-1 in PitaGuy's favor.
I think May was just straight up predicting a grab, but using overheat in that situation.
We are going to have Niet versus DeadlyShoc. Hold up, let me make sure the names are in the right place. There we go. And shout outs to Great Britain. Go ahead, showing up almost every time for Heaven's Arena. While they're like what 4 hours ahead of us. It's definitely in the dead of night over there for sure.
Yeah, like midnight, but that's like a normal time for me, honestly. So, it's fine. Ooh, opening it up with a straight Spirit Shackle. That's a lot of meter already. Are we looking at what's
Whimsical?
the random tier skill again?
Maybe so. I think Niet is definitely someone who does utilize Whimsical cheer skill for Decidueye, which honestly doesn't, hurt so bad, because with the fact that the character alone is able to deal with most of the opponent's support, it means that you can have a somewhat control of the battle and then be okay with what luck you get. But Mismagius on the change. Okay, gonna go for neutral, walk you down.
Yeah, the attack buff is going to allow any and all light hits to be able to affect the burst in Decidueye, but gets caught by that JY right into the burst attack.
Yeah, and with a single...
don't know kills, but...
Yeah, with a single hit JY, yeah, that was for sure being dead. Sometimes Decidueye's burst attack is affected by large amounts of scaling, but he was like, oh, single hit JY? I'm definitely doing enough damage.
Free.
Ooh, out of the way. Yeah, we just go ahead, walk back, give ourselves some space, but it looks like you're going to be taking a lot of damage from the blaze kicks. Watch out. My man is just, I'm about to say, you just going to build meter in neutral? Nah, man, not in front of Blaziken.
Bro was trying to aura farm, but we're seeing an aura famine with that blaze kick. Holy hell. What the heck?
Don't you mean synergy farm?
Oh my god, not the synergy farm, bro.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get the leg kicks, hang you up like a picture. Going to get the ground bounce? No. Too much PSP, so we're going to finish the combo with the Frenzy Plant, bursting up with the Mega. But good, perfect block from Niet to get the Spirit Shackle. Going to lock down the Mismagius for the time being.
Yes, excellent job.
Oh, no.
Blaziken,
Oh,
but
no.
well, 1-2Y.
Oh, no.
2-1-2Y.
Reset, Mismagius. Oh, you got to guess. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
This is good though.
Excellent job. Mismagius allowed Niet to get out of that block string, but then DeadlyShoc just decided to let the kicks rip again.
What's kind of crazy is that I'm pretty sure Decidueye landed a JY on the other side, so technically should have been like plus frames for Niet, but surprisingly still committed.
Yeah, I think a thing going on with this matchup I'm noticing is that Niet is being very patient, right? And even in those situations where you're plus, being a little patient, and sometimes that's led to just getting hit by random blaze kicks. But definitely not the case here. Calling the counterattack right then and there to get a grab, all that recoverable health for Blaziken gone. That's usually what Blaziken needs, even with this amount. One more hit combo will do it. But
oh my gosh,
final boss, one Blaziken burst.
Yeah, not to mention, if you get hit once, you're about to lose definitely 50%. I don't know what this... I think that was a Sky Uppercut?
Oh, okay. I thought that was a double burst situation. No, okay, I see.
But yeah, that's going to be, go ahead, game 1 for Decidueye. Going to be in Niet's favor as we pop off with the Arrow of Truth.
Yes, that Shining Feather. Excellent use of it right then and there.
All right, so far it's looking like a nice back and forth. When Blaziken can definitely output way more damage than Decidueye, but Decidueye being the jack of all trades, has everything going for like Decidueye. Has decent damage, great neutral, great mobility, an absurd grab range. Like, why wouldn't you want to play Decidueye?
Yeah, there's like so much going for Decidueye, and even in specific combos, he can do a bunch of damage just like Blaziken. It's just that he's able to land those combos much more easily. But he's having such a great jump for using the JY that's leading to combos like this.
Yeah.
Blaziken's HP already gone.
Oh, we were so close to just actually sidestepping every projectile to get the hugest whip punish. The air-to-air set. I don't care about your existence. This is my domain. We may be both birds, but only one of us is allowed to be in this flock.
Yeah, he's telling them to flock off, especially with that blocked Frenzy Plant. One more grab to go.
Oh my goodness, burst up, gonna burst immediately. Niet wants the plus frames, wants to make sure they keep their turn. Backing up, gotta be careful though. 2Y, gonna get stuffed out by the rising JY from Decidueye. Oh no, oh, you got the late hit of it, and you died! You died for it!
Lingering of JY's tabs Decidueye from that far away. That Flare Blitz, man.
Oh my god, the late high jump kick. Or no, wait, high jump kick? Yeah, high jump kick.
Yeah, high jump kick.
Oh, tried to. Yeah, brother, I'm sorry. Blaziken does not have an anti-air. You're gonna have to deal.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, and I was gonna say, is Niet gonna reset it right there? He does have Umbreon to force Blaziken to just kind of sit in the corner, but kind of just wants to get all that meter by doing the phase shift and lowering recoverable health on Blaziken. But sits down right there with the 8Y!
Gonna get... Yes, gonna get the combo, gonna get the kicks up, gonna go ahead, reset, PSP, has Umbreon on deck as well, misses the timing, but luckily we're gonna block. Oh, but yeah, you know what, I respect it. You wanted to take your turn on Umbreon, it is minus, but when you're Decidueye, you can just jump when you want to.
Indeed. It's very easy for Decidueye to just get out of situations just by jumping with JY covering his landing in any sort of form. That move is really good.
Oh my god, we're gonna synergy really farm again.
Oh my gosh. And this time doesn't get punished, instead uses the opportunity to force DeadlyShoc to approach and ends up getting combo. Resetting PSP once again like last round.
Ooh.
And then one Sky Uppercut enhanced. It's all he needs to get rid of half of his meter.
Oh, alright, gonna go ahead, waste some, this is good, even if he does block it, wasting some time on your burst attack, gonna allow you to get the speed buff. Only thing Niet can do is really go ahead, activate the burst, but now this is full plus frames. Yeah, I'd be scared too. Speed buff, Blaziken directly in your face, gotta be careful, homing, fully charged, and no perfect block, the armor on Flare Blitz!
That so good!
Oh my gosh. Oh, but yeah, too much activation time on the Miss Magius.
Miss Mag gotta do her makeup. She can't come out that fast.
Did you just try to do JY against the Decidueye? All right, that's an option. Sky uppercut. Niet must have wanted to press a button, and you know what? Getting a little bit too careless, Niet.
Everyone who doesn't know Pokkén, that is not a DP. It looks like one. That's not a DP. He just let that rip on wake up.
Yes, has no armor, no invincible frames, nothing but raw input damage.
Wow.
The very fact that you just choose, like, you could do anything else. You could do anything else. Nah, EX Sky Uppercut.
That's so funny. Alright, starting off this round 3. Bird battle is reaching its climax.
Yo, what if Sky Uppercut had armor?
then Blaziken players would actually use it.
Yeah, that's actually true. But so far, oh yeah, you got to be careful. I think actually, no, I understand. I do believe Blaziken does have it. Yes, the high stance does go past low priority projectiles. There we go. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, excellent 8x. Pop right over the grab attempt. Ooh, and the Niet is playing so smart with ways to avoid every situation that Blaziken is trying to counterattack with. And the reach on the DP!
Yeah, wanted to walk out of range of the Frenzy Plant, but still, yeah, yo, the Vine still got some reach to him. Gotta be careful. Punishes the 8Y immediately with the JY, but gotta be careful. Umbreon, yes. Yeah, gonna walk back, walk forward. Umbreon, dash forward, burst attack. Oh no. More like dash forward, blaze kicks, you're dead.
Just gets caught once. Dude, Niet's doing like thermodynamics and stuff, or not thermo, like aerodynamics and stuff, and then DeadlyShoc just like, screw it, we blaze kick, screw it, we blaze kick.
Forget it, we ball. Bro, that was the definite move of forget it, we ball.
I think that beats grabs at least, but still, that's insane.
It would be grabs, but I'm like, you can literally do anything else. Oh, but catch him on the landing with the JY. Gonna send him towards the corner. I thought maybe he was gonna go. He did it again.
Did I just see it? Okay.
Yo, you know what? Good on DeadlyShoc for being a believer, because those Sky Uppercuts,
I'm not.
They're like 50-50 right now.
I believed it last game. I don't believe it now. I've converted.
All right, there are no truthers here at the moment. Only the HP could spell for anything. Blaze kick? No, you could have punished it with blaze kicks.
I forget how minus that flop is if he could just blaze kick right away, but it was so close for DeadlyShoc because he wasn't like if he just get that one field phase shift, he would have regained so much HP. But just got tagged by Frenzy Plant and died there.
Oh my gosh, you actually trying to attempt to use 8Y against one of the best airborne characters in the game, but Rising JY gonna go ahead and miss their opportunity. Another Fury attack gonna hit on your block, but gotta deal with the pressure. Does this go? No, I'm about to say this doesn't go through Umbreon, but you gotta hold this pressure fully charged. Plus frames gonna get the throw, lock down any type of support, and your crit is gone. Hit. Oh, this man just tried to use flop as the option. You know what?
Another Fury attack catching that jump. That move is way too good at catching jumps. All these smackdowns gonna make sure that he's not smackdown, going high into the air.
Imagine smackdown actually being used to keep you to stay on the wall, right?
I know, right? No, I mean, yeah, I think that's a really cool mechanic they got going on with it. But it's really funny seeing it used over and over again. But now, not so funny, is this homing attack landing the final shot that Niet needs against the scary Mega Blaziken that could have easily melted his HP at the wall like that. Great job from Niet. Imagine how many times they might have fought each other. So I think this will be the first time I get to witness it. So I'm just super excited to see them go at each other.
Yeah, that's for sure. But because I actually in the future am gonna be doing kind of like a hype stats for what's gone in the 2005 Heaven's Arena stuff, and 99 Dash is actually one of the people who's played the most games out of all Heaven's Arenas. Like, he has played the most. Like, he's been in losers the longest, or at least coming out of losers the longest, been playing the most games, especially with how many people are there. So he's definitely always been on the come up.
Heck yeah, you love to see it. All right, this match starting out, Pikachu getting off a perfectly spaced 5x into the Thunderbolt, but Niet just throwing himself right in the fray again against the stubby little rat. Umbreon getting the space, any space that he needs right there, gets off the 6xx. What's the follow-up?
And actually, this is really good. Umbreon being able to take away, any amount of synergy from a character that's a 150cc Pokemon. So you want to be able to at least make sure they do not get their burst so early. But just like that, gonna get their burst of their own. 8Y.
Ooh. Excellent prediction. Knew that Niet wanted to get right into his face so he couldn't use Jirachi. So he predicts it with that 8Y. Another 8Y.
I'm like, oh my goodness. Gonna go ahead counter burst just to make sure we're point blank in Niet's face. 17 seconds left.
This can definitely be made up for with a Jirachi Pikachu. Well, I guess
is that a whip punish?
Is that gonna hit? It does! Enrage him to do so much damage!
Oh my goodness, and we have the health lead, but how are we gonna keep it? Dash forward.
33 left on the clock.
No, that's not what you want to see. 8 seconds left. DP. Oh yeah, I was thinking about it. He was gonna DP for sure.
But Umbreon keeps it safe. And then the trap on the floor prevents 99 Dash from, well, dashing toward Niet and getting caught with that final hit to end the round.
Yeah, that's the thing that happens when you're able to have Umbreon in the last moment. It was a great use of Umbreon. No risk, all the reward, making sure that you're able to defend yourself. But again, another homing, another multi-hit homing that does well going into CA.
Ghost dashes away so he couldn't get hit by the 8Y. But the counterattack reaches so far, so far in fact, that there could be no follow-up.
Alright, gonna go ahead, take all the time in the world, escape the corner. You may be you may be a flying mouse, Pikachu, but better believe Decidueye is hitting up the skies way higher than you can.
Yes, indeed. Sets up the traps. Now Pikachu, with its stubbiness, cannot approach super safely with the barrage of traps and projectiles, and maneuverability gets a flop right onto the rat.
Ooh, jump over. Ooh, being able to get clipped by the multi-hit and got rid of your burst attack. Not looking so good for 99 Dash. Got to be able to get something off, but so far Niet is just stopping you left and right and going to go ahead put one early onto the board.
Niet is making super great use of Umbreon. Every situation he's used it in is one that 99 Dash has been wanting to continue his pressure, and it's just not possible for him.
And surprisingly, like, even though if Umbreon is technically used as, you know, as a disruptive support, being able to have the iframes on wake up and be able to take away synergy from the opponent and receive it on your own, you'd be surprised that, like, you know, there could be other supports that just can make Decidueye more oppressive. Like, he already has Frenzy Plant, a really good CA, has a Ghost Dash, but you still choose Umbreon just to make sure you're able to, you know, that synergy stealing factor.
It's kind of similar to why I use Snivy Lapras a lot. It's just kind of a comfy pick for being defensive or offensive, however you wish.
Ooh, okay, Fury Attack over. Yeah, you can't just immediately 8Y because Thunder Cancels do have an actual hitbox.
Yeah, and I think Niet didn't even believe that JY hit there, so he misses it, but doesn't react to the acrobatics. Gonna get a bunch of damage. A Floptimal? Oh, we got Floptimals.
Oh,
what the was that? I never seen 8Y hit like that and not get on the wall. That's crazy.
Oh, but this is gonna be a nice wall splat combo. DP. Oh no, too much PSP, but the 5X still tacks on plenty. Oh, jump over. I thought that was gonna be a for sure JX.
Oh, all that movement. Stops the approach with a max power JY, but again, Umbreon is kind of showing why Umbreon's really good in this situation. You have a stubby character. You have a stubby character that's just gonna run in your face and do 5Y and then end the round like that. You don't have Umbreon anymore, good luck.
But yeah, good use of Umbreon. Niet gonna go ahead, build burst, 99 Dash. Obviously, with the Jirachi, gonna try to utilize it immediately and then try to build it again later. But so far, oh my gosh, I thought we were gonna put it back on the wall. You're about to get punished for this. And with Jirachi, it's gonna be extra damage because we're in synergy.
Yeah, well, honestly, that doesn't look like that much damage. I'm not gonna lie.
On Decidueye, it might look like decent damage, but when one damage comes another, the throw gonna add on a crit nuzzle. Hold on, look, the Jirachi's doing work right now. We're down to 1 HP.
That Nuzzy hit him so hard right there with the Iron Tail, but now Niet doing his own. It's his own turn to do his own onslaught in burst mode.
All right, gonna add on to the pressure. Gonna do, wait, DP immediately? My man was fully confident, but it looks like Niet was even more confident when it comes to the defense.
Wow, that was it. Just one Volt Tackle miss and your entire HP is gone. I guess that's the power of burst into Decidueye Rage.
Wow,
Ooh,
JX beating
out the
Fury
anti-air.
attack?
Well, not anti-air, Fury attack.
But my man jumped over the throw. Heavy guesses when it comes to that. Put you on the wall, hang you up like a picture. You're looking like a really nice Pikachu staying glued back against the wall. And now we're going to go ahead and summon the Feather Dance, losing the tracking. Gonna go ahead and get our burst back again. But that's not going to hit anywhere. Dive Bomb.
Ooh, mistimes the dive bomb. Or probably using it just to escape, maybe not to punish.
Oh, hold up!
He definitely doesn't land it there. And
the confidence on that too, because dang it! I love seeing the electro balls back to back, man. I'm telling you, it just looks pleasing. Good 8Y to get out of the corner. JY drops the combo. Gotta remember, this Umbreon has been doing crazy work. Release Y and gets sucker punched for it.
You're the sucker for that release Y whiff. Aw, perfect spacing for that trap. Puts the Decidueye in an excellent position to just continue his offense until you go in for the Frenzy Plant. Oh, you have burst though.
Oh no, you gotta remember 99 Dash was trying to get his burst immediately, but he was support locked, so now he has to find a way to fight. Yeah, only CADCs, knowing that Niet is just gonna simply walk away, get the whiff punish with the burst attack, because where are you gonna go? How do you think you're gonna reach me when I'm in a different zip code as you?
Yeah, there was only one opportunity for 99 Dash there. It was just to guess when Niet was going to use his burst attack, if at all. Because all he would need really in that situation, a European player is just trying to get into the online dailies as such as everyone else.
All right, now, surprisingly enough, I haven't seen this matchup so much. PitaGuy has played against Auradiance, I would say not too many times, but coming into this tournament, this is one of the better players for both characters. PitaGuy has always been a lab monster with Weavile, and Auradiance always had a strong showing with Braixen, so we're going to see how this plays out.
Yes, indeed, as a matchup I'm very unfamiliar with myself, so I'm very interested. Braixen has a bunch of long-range options that aren't just strictly projectiles, which makes me very curious about how agility plays a factor into all of this. But
PitaGuy, Holt's Claw, okay. Yo, hold on. Someone had told me, like, you should never really use Holmes Claw. I'm like, what do you mean not use it? It allows you to build support. I'd use it.
Especially when you have to match another character who is, like, also raising their support the entire time, and you have something like Dragonite. You really want to have that to just keep Braixen in place. Like, sure, she can reflect, but that's going to keep her wide open to other attacks.
All right, but so far, up close, light screen, one of the only buttons that can actually work against a bursted opponent, especially if they press a button. Caught your CA taunt. I don't know what it was, but just know it got critted for it.
You are but Braixen's plaything, and now with just one projectile. You can agility, but one mistimed agility is all Braixen needs to end out this round.
But you know what? We did a crazy amount of work being able to avoid the Snivy, reacting to it incoming, but still getting hit by the long distance projectiles. The Ember is going to go ahead and slow you down. Boomerang, such a great projectile, being able to crumple at certain distances. Back up? No, it's just going to go ahead, try to take their turn. JX into the approach, getting stuffed.
Yes, Auradiance is doing an excellent job keeping Weavile at bay. There's a lot of situations I'm noticing Auradiance where keeping in mind that agilities could happen, so using Fire Spin and being prepared for a possible agility there. In this case, there is no agilities, and Auradiance just knows I can just throw. I just keep using my safe attacks, pushing Weavile closer and closer to the wall, winning phase after phase, dominating Weavile in that second round. Wow.
Now, funny enough, I'm surprised, PitaGuy didn't just use taunt in that area. Even though a Fire Spin will make it last longer, at that distance, Braixen does have to walk a certain distance, and you would just be able to just not take that chip. But there was a moment also where PitaGuy was trying to do taunt into Snivy again, where it was like, okay, taunt activated, taunt again. But it's a weird type of input you got to do to perfectly do it.
You can at least block it at the very least if you want to be safe.
Yes.
So that would at least help minimize chip damage. But
Oh, the fake
Ooh,
setup
fake
on the side
out.
beam. Yeah. Oh, jumps over the fire
Oh, wow.
spin. Oh, fastest CA in the West, being able to get the dash up throw.
Weavile went in the square hole with that one, pushing Braixen into the corner once again. Ooh, but this JX is really good at eating through counterattacks. Now you're taking a bunch of damage as in return.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
That's a projectile. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, yes, because it's gonna get rid of the projectile of the CA, but man, it's not like that's still unfair.
I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. I swear, every time I look at Pokkén, something new I've never thought about happens. Uncharged counterattack going through light screen. Holy hey, excellent use of the move, because I would have not thought of that.
Ooh, okay, late cancels. And somewhat, PitaGuy has just been really good at being able to somewhat change up the timing, or at least change up the usage of Fury Cutter. And anytime, oh my gosh, where do you mean you grabbed me from there?
Her arm did not reach that far. Come on, dude.
Like, she doesn't even have thumbs. Well, how are we even gonna grab this person like this?
You can go under that?
Yes, because it's you know, mid special, mid
high.
Yeah. All right, Dragonite. I think this is the first time we've actually seen Dragonite in the set. Gonna go ahead, hang on the top rope, drop down with the Icicle Crash, and stop you flying on the way in with the Flame Charge. Auradiance feeling a little bit of the pressure, gonna activate their burst, and PitaGuy gonna counter burst. Oh my god, that was actually faster than I could actually see it.
That last second agility surprised me, and going into a CADC, grabbing right out of the burst stack. Wow. As I mentioned before, I'm not familiar with this matchup. There's a lot of shenanigans going on that I just cannot deal with mentally right now.
Ooh, okay. Auradiance gonna go ahead, stay in the center to be able to keep that synergy nugget from getting into PitaGuy's hands. Flamethrower, send you full screen, and 1-2, keep that buff honest. Has the attack buff, could have been a lot of damage there, but it's gonna be added on to the light screen. Not crazy amounts of damage, but PitaGuy is still on the back foot.
Ooh, that final hit, saving PitaGuy from further pressure against that CA.
Again.
Another grab from that far away from downtown? Get out of the region.
We're practically grabbing you past the snow.
Auradiance is using a lot of great moves to just split. Oh my gosh, so many excellent reactions by Auradiance. This is crazy. Taking the game 2-0. Oh my gosh. Jin. There's just so much going on I can't handle right now. All right. Let's do this thing. I always love seeing Decidueye versus Braixen. There's so much that goes on with this matchup. That's always so fun to watch. So let's get on into it. Neo City Night. Let's hop with the music. Let's go.
I love Neo City Night, man. I love it. Like, I actually want a poster of this, like, on my wall.
Dude, I want an official soundtrack for this game. It's so good. Anyway, let's get started. Victini, don't see that every day.
Oh, wants to go for the big crits, the big damage, and not only that, it actually allows you to gain a large amount of synergy depending on what hits you actually get, just like that. And especially if they're official crits, just like these two, you gain so much more synergy. 1, 2, we keep that buff on us.
Yeah, two things I noticed with Victini and Braixen is every tiny hit will get extra synergy when it crits. So like any JY, like little like tap that hits you, that's gonna be a lot of synergy that Auradiance is gonna get, as well as being able to make 8x always crit and combo off even on the grounded hit. But Niet in rage mode, doing so much damage to get rid of half of Auradiance's health with that final attack.
Decidueye isn't one of the characters that actually does crazy amounts of damage. I would say fairly decent, but man, oh, you're gonna get your burst attack dive bombed on. Doesn't take the bait, gonna go ahead and get rid of that light screen, summon the arrows, and activate their own burst. And now, you gotta be careful because you have no crits on your side, so you gotta be careful of what you do next. Just jumping over menacingly, getting hit straight into the JX. That's gonna waste a lot of meter for Niet, so we're gonna go ahead, jump in the air, do as much chip as possible, and regain a little bit of HP while this energy still lasts.
Yeah, not exactly +8 because the Decidueye was in the air, and that gave enough time for Radiance to do a side beam that clashed with the arrows, but Niet getting the right hit he needs, and Smackdown is just such an excellent tool to ensure that your wall combos always land for those final hits. That's a great thing it has over other characters. There's some situations where they might fall too soon.
That was actually ridiculous. The amount of hits that were actually on that, barely any of the hits of Fury Attack actually hit, but we still made the combo work. Dive Bomb means that we get the safe jump set up, watch the air legs, and you thought that maybe the third hit was coming, so now you're gonna get your last hit crushed. Hang them up like a picture. You look real good, Braixen. Frenzy Plant for the finish. Great amount of damage and optimization for Niet.
Acro was stupid. That shouldn't have hit. What are you grabbing? Ooh. Well, he's grabbing you now.
All right. Hard knockdown against the wall. Gonna go ahead, take away the debuff. Gonna allow us to get a buff. Dragonite, you're too far away for you to be able to grab me. Oh, you thought you were gonna casually walk out of range of Dragonite? You better block before you hold that L.
To Niet's benefit, that flame charge did not connect all the hits to combo confirm, so this is definitely more in his favor at this point. Again, Smackdown, perfect usage to just continue combos for however long you want to get the right hits you need. Wow, that first game was insane.
But you know what? You gotta love it when, you know, two strong players are able to go at it just like this. Because, again, these guys have been playing the game for a bit. And I can only imagine how many times they've actually played each other. But in terms of who's been winning the most going in from Season 1, Auradiance actually has the majority of the games and tournament wins over Niet.
Wow, we might see a shakeup here just based on how dominating Niet was in that final round. But going into game 2, both players being very patient until he doesn't, because I forgot Decidueye could just throw himself like that.
Ooh, but nice being able to react to the acrobatics. Right now, Auradiance, you know, got to make sure at a high level we keep those eyes in tuned. Double hitter, two-piece combo to get you a tossed up salad against the wall, and especially 1, 2, keep that buff on us.
A tale as old as time, getting hit once, getting hit twice, finally decides to block and gets grabbed.
Ooh, it caught the landing on the Ghost Dash, reset the scenario with the Fire Spin, and that's going to be added on pressure to get the kill. Auradiance already showing a change.
I'm just now realizing this is very volatile of a set so far.
Ooh, no whiff punish on the boomerang, but does use it to get rid of certain projectiles. But when you have a whole bunch of projectiles to your disposal, along with a giant mirror that negates the rest of them, looks like Niet is going to have to make different choices going into this further on in this match. Wait, that actually face shift from all the way over there?
Yeah, I know. I was surprised too. I'm like, that's not like Shandy Beam, I guess.
Ooh, fully charged.
Notices that he probably won't be able to reach, so decides to just calm down and sticks around.
Ooh, this is... yeah, I'm about to say, you're able to land before any animation comes out. Great awareness from Niet. Sets up the traps. Perfect block? No, not enough time.
Nope. All right, both characters in burst around the same HP. One has Umbreon, though, and that is a big advantage in this situation, especially when you're in the corner. Try leaving it, and an Umbreon will make sure you stay there.
Okay, ooh, 8x. Straight into the burst attack. This might actually kill, even though if the scaling is a bit high, I'm not so sure. Let's play. Will it kill?
I'm guessing 12.
Oh, more like 28. Wow, okay. Definitely doesn't
13
kill.
Damage. I guess if I was guessing how much damage it did, sure.
All right, plus frames.
Right, one final mix-up.
Ooh, caught your backdash, one of the longest throws in the game.
That is such an unfair scenario for you to be in. You counterattack that JY, it's a cross-up. You don't even have time to dash away before getting grabbed.
All right, but there we go. Starting off, CA on the homing. Gonna do it again. Oh, okay. He was suspecting Radiance to go back to it, but nice. But doesn't get the combo, the flamethrower, and gets your CA eaten. It's a blessing when you have the multi-hits of this character. And for the first time ever, a CA stuffing out a charged JX from Braixen.
Yeah, I hit him right between the first hit that's in the air and the second hit that's on the ground. But still, that's not making up for the HP deficit here, especially when your own projectiles are being out constantly, and with Dragonite pushing you in the corner even more so.
Unfortunate.
Yep, yep, unfortunate. All right.
Having to armor all the way through the Dragonite to know that you're just gonna get stuffed out, and then guess what? Free wall splat damage.
I can't. It's free real estate. Oh my gosh. All right. Game 3 between these two European dominating players in this tournament. Let's see how it goes.
Going into this game 2, so far it's just been a back and forth. Auradiance is now starting to get like somewhat. He's starting to get somewhat into a flow. But you know how this winners finals it is. It can go one, it could go the other way. It could just go back and forth. 1-1, 2-2, and to the point where who's going to get that third game, but ooh, all the way up high. Looks like you're going to have to come back down south before you try to go north.
Indeed, and Auradiance is just, again, using his projectiles super smartly, which I don't even know is a word, but all these projectiles are just benefiting him so much. He just knows exactly where Niet's going to be so many times, but that jump in, excellent usage of it. Again, Smackdown doing so much damage. Half of your health is gone, by the way.
All right, okay, good uses. And so far, Auradiance has been doing a great job kind of baiting out what that, what projectile would be coming out next. He just takes the time to dodge. It's like, almost like you have the biggest urge to actually get rid of the projectile with the Spirit Shackle, but watch the back of your neck, Auradiance. He's definitely going for it. You jumped straight over, even though if it's a plus scenario for Decidueye, said, you know what, I feel like I'm not gonna respect you on your plus frames. I don't care.
Yeah, those air footsies were barely benefiting Niet until one flame charge knocks you out of the air any chance you can get, loosen the round.
Ooh, but out of the air.
Leaks out the JX, getting off an excellent combo, pushing and breaking more into the wall. We see acrobatics.
Ooh, are we gonna reset? Ooh, reset PSP. I like it. Why let you get your field phase when I could just go ahead and antagonize you in the corner? Plus frames on block. Watch the low. Dashes out. CA smacked down to the ground. It may not be a special, but better believe I got one.
But gets one Fury attack into the custom burst enter, doing a bunch of damage. You are enraged though, and you almost have Victini, and you almost have Meter. Especially after this field grab, this could easily blow out of proportion for Niet sometime soon.
Yeah, especially attack and crit buff. Yep. Hold on, did somebody call Mew on the way in? And you didn't get the proper combo? You better be careful, Niet. But jumps over the Fire Blast, gonna be able to wake up with button, say goodnight to your health bar.
Yeah, and that was a risk that Auradiance was doing, using all his resources for that last second situation, but now he has no Dragonite yet, no Meter, and is slowly being pushed toward the corner, dealing with this situation, but does react to the acrobatics in order to win the phase, getting a bunch of Meter in the process.
Also, shout outs to 99 Dash for the raid. Welcome everybody coming into Heaven's Arena 29. Auradiance right now trying to find a way in. The call out on the jump with the enhanced flamethrower. Gonna do some decent amount of damage right on top of the Fire Blast. Hold on. Again! Gonna go ahead and guess on the dive bomb, but no, doesn't get that one instead, and backs all the way up for the JX. Niet heavily approaching without a thought, and the Auradiance gonna move on further in the set.
I was gonna say that was like a second lease on life for Niet. All those flamethrower hits did not connect, but again, Auradiance has just been doing such a great job at just maneuvering around Decidueye's own movement options. Like that 6X just kept going, but Auradiance just kept backing up and attacked right at the perfect time with that JX, knowing exactly where Decidueye was gonna stop.
It is one of the things Braixen is known for and very good at, holding that mid-range until she really needs to actually be up close and personal to do real damage. So far, Auradiance has just been able to utilize the character to the best of its ability anytime Niet does actually approach. Maybe Niet has to do a little bit more zoning. Maybe we got to change the approach. But so far, Niet's only approach that I'm looking at is saying, we get the job done, we do the damage.
It's an honest work day. All right. Auradiance halting the momentum now.
Wow.
Gets a grab, beating out the Ghost Dash with how lingering it was.
And you know what? I understand. Auradiance has been every other time, has been trying to back up, getting into that nice mid-range, that comfortable projectile playing range, but caught the back. Gonna be able to get the, mix off of the Magnemite. You know, all these Magnemites underpaid for how many times they get hit out of the air with the smackdown, and gonna approach with the throw and get the rest of the HP done for the round.
Indeed, indeed. That Dragonite was just not cutting it with the long animation. Gets a grab. Ooh, but Auradiance, long animation, seeing that charge up, decides to just go in with their own homing attack. Ooh, caught him in the air into a flamethrower. That's not the most damage, but is it could very easily rack up, especially when you're now enhanced with an attack buff.
Yeah, not only that, oh my gosh. Okay, I was kind of scared because the attack buff was kind of still there, and with Decidueye being one of the, you know, characters with lower HP, it's like, all right, some of these hits do really count.
Runs right into the enhanced fire spin and just... First of all, Dragonite into Fire Blast just does so much chip, and the fact that that led into a Fire Spin doing like 50 damage to finish off is kind of insane from starting at like 150 health or whatever. But this is set point for Auradiance. Gets off the 8x into Flame Charge. That's big damage. Beats out the counterattack. Doesn't believe in it though.
Yeah, I gotta make sure you believe in those hits. 8x back up. Fury attack getting knocked out the air. JX on the approach, but misses the 8x dropped combo. But we're gonna go ahead, pick it up again. 5-second rule to change the phase. And now you're stuck in the corner with only so much HP left. Dragonite again. Are you not even gonna choose the burst? Gonna accept the chip, but not these plus frames. Keep those away from us.
Yes, indeed, but you're still staying in that corner. Flame charge after flame charge. This is seeming really tough. Oh! Sorry, that flamethrower jump scared me because I didn't expect it to do that much damage on a ground hit. But Auradiance knew exactly what he needed to do in that situation. Let's do this thing.
All right, so one thing's for sure, Pikachu definitely shouldn't be throwing out too many projectiles in this matchup. Even though if his projectile is pretty good, is pretty fast, at certain distances, Taunt is just gonna stop 99 Dash, or at least stop Pikachu from building meter. So how we change up, how we approach the matchup, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be hand-to-hand combat.
Yes, indeed. The one benefit to Thunderbolt is that it does actually have a fairly quick recovery period, so if he uses it from super long range, I don't know if Weavile could actually punish. But yeah, definitely mid-range where Pikachu wants to use it most. A one call-out is all it takes for PitaGuy to just get a full-on punish to the attempt. But
oh my gosh,
it seems like the Icicle Crash nonsense that PitaGuy really loved using in previous matches might not be as good here, at least from directly above, only because Pikachu is such a short character.
Hold up, but right now, I was about to say, the punish is happening from 99 Dash, being able to, you know, somewhat slow down the pace. That man said, I'm gonna wake up, do it, get the optimization station, and now we're gonna pop burst just to make sure we confirm the kill.
Yeah, you were right. These two are just slugging it out. There is violence. There is no hope in these people's hearts. It is pure and utter violence.
Ooh, gets the anti-air. Hold up, the combo! Oh my! Does this kill? No, this doesn't kill. This doesn't kill. There's no way this kills. Does this kill?
All right, I'm gonna go with 12 again.
Woo! It killed! Oh my goodness!
I saw that first hit, and then I'm like, wait, I'm washed.
Yo,
I'm washed at head counts.
I'm telling you, PitaGuy just, like, I'm ready for PitaGuy just go ahead, do a regular combo to burst attack, and then he does a whole different route, and I'm like, why? And then he's like, I'm gonna show you why.
Yeah, that had to be, like, almost exact, I feel. That first hit did, like, maybe, like, 20 damage, and then 19 for the rest of it. It was insane.
Alright, but good tech from 99 Dash. Gonna go ahead, pop Jirachi, gonna pop burst as well. Yes, be careful, I feel a jump coming on. I feel a jump prediction coming on. Oh, out of range whip punish! Oh, you're about to hurt!
Oh man, Stubby meets Stubby. Oh my god. That was without the wall splat damage too.
And only 1
Oh,
HP
cool. Well, you made it
neutral
off with-
Y
okay.
on my plus frames. PitaGuy trying to sneak a turn in, gonna be spelt with a no.
Oh my synergy burst, what is happening? Oh my gosh, it continues the homing attack!
Oh, okay. Dodge. They're just exchanging projectiles with CAs, you know?
Yeah, literally, what's going on? I think we're noticing a very funny dynamic in which both characters don't have the best range. Like they have rushing attacks, right? But not like footsies, besides like certain attacks, like 5x for Pikachu. And that's just bringing about a bunch of funny neutral interactions.
Oh my god, again, the hit. Oh, but drops the combo. It's okay. Just walks up, backs up, throw
okay.
again. Only 1 HP and 99 dash. Untouched burst. You actually let him charge that in your face and walk up for a throw? PitaGuy is not afraid.
Goodness. You got Dragonite and everything. Can he wake up and no? Okay. he tried though. He tried. I was gonna say there's no way that second hit worked, right?
Oh my goodness. Wait, PitaGuy just had burst, has his burst back again. You gotta be careful. On the plus frame still, and he DP'd the Night Slash!
Your burst!
No way.
Garfield!
No shot. No shot. There is absolutely no way.
There's no way, dude. That was insane. That was like that first taunt. I was like, okay, he's very lucky he didn't get punished there. That second time, like, okay, he got it finally. He should probably use burst though.
He should probably use burst now, right?
The attack portion of taunt.
Like freaking Star Wars meme. You're gonna use burst now, right? Right? You're gonna use burst, right?
Please.
And the craziest part is that was an activated taunt to Night Slash. So that should have pierced the DP. So that means PitaGuy wanted to do some type of cancel instead.
Well, I think what happens is when you do the attack portion, you are actually left vulnerable during it. So I think Volt Tackle just hit at the perfect time, which is just very unfortunate for PitaGuy.
That's the craziest thing.
That's how it goes.
Like, the fact that it did happen at the perfect time, that's just ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and we're still talking about the last game. Meanwhile, PitaGuy is clearly making up for it right now.
Yeah, untouched PitaGuy, 140 HP, but a reaction on the charge 6x. Not gonna let you get away with it for free. Dash NCA, get hits out with a crit. But so far, 99 dash, almost building enough synergy to probably try to contest. And you know what? He's preemptively doing that nuzzle just in case he does a CADC. So my man is definitely trying to fish for whatever approach PitaGuy tries to give. But you know what? We're still on defense. And PitaGuy sees the blood in the water. Gonna take the throw and the round.
Indeed, that is always a fate I always see with Weavile is it doesn't do much damage with grabs, but people will continue blocking it until he just keeps grabbing and grabbing and grabbing and getting more synergy because of it.
Oh, cancel, drops the combo. It's okay, but gonna go ahead, escape. Doesn't want to be anywhere near the corner.
What?
Ooh.
You was synergy farming in his face. You had full synergy. Well, not anymore, I guess.
Okay, Fury Cutter, gonna go ahead and set you in the corner in a tough spot with the Icicle Trap dead in front of your face. But you know what? There is no trap when you have Burst Mode and Jirachi on your side.
Yeah, PitaGuy is not loving what happened last game, and now he's just playing perfect to get around Burst Pikachu and just generally getting all the hits he needs.
Oh, whiff punish on your whiff 6Y against the wall, knock off, making sure you waste the rest of your burst. Now you're in the corner. Oh, and it doesn't matter. Thunderbolt is considered a light attack against a bursted opponent, and that means we can dash right through it. No worries, no problem. That's gonna be the game 2.
Indeed. Wow, yeah, PitaGuy like locked in the say the least.
He's like, you didn't deserve that game 1. That's what he was like. You didn't deserve that.
I had burst, you know.
I could have used it.
Oh my god.
All right, this is actually a very interesting game. I'm gonna get into this game 3. So far, there's just not too much going on both sides. They're playing their natural game, and in terms of adaptation, I'd probably say that 99 Dash is kind of adapting more, but PitaGuy is definitely making some strides.
Yeah, he's like making a lot of good call outs for what 99 Dash is
Call
doing.
outs, you say? Ooh, missed the combo.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, yep,
Oh,
stop the
perfect
approaching.
timing. Oh my gosh. Again, perfect timing. Whoa, a single hit Icicle Crash didn't get all the hits, so there was no time to get a follow-up attack, and 99 Dash is going to use the panic grab to his advantage by getting that 8x off into a powerful combo.
Oh my gosh, making him dodge. Yo, Pikachu, dodge! Dodge, that's exactly what he's doing. Safe jump setup, reacts too late to the CA. 8Y? No, you could have 8Y'd OS'd it, but you know what? He said, I'm going to confirm the kill, use my burst, get the plus frames. Patience on your 8X because there was the only heavy to actually hit him at that distance. 99 Dash set point.
Dash is like the biggest 8Y user I think I've ever seen a Pikachu doing. He's been doing that a lot. He's been using them very well.
That reached!
From downtown!
Oh my goodness. All right, throwing out the Thunderbolts. Could give an opportunity for PitaGuy to taunt these to make sure he doesn't get his burst. And PitaGuy has burst of his own. Quick CA reactions. Oh, no whiff punish.
Misses the Nuzzle. Does not get punished, though. And ends up getting the benefit of whiffing that Nuzzle. And 5Y whiffs multiple times, so PitaGuy gets hit by that JX.
Ooh.
Burst mode. You gotta deal with burst mode.
It reaches that high? Oh my goodness, hold.
Static electricity hit that high? What the heck?
Okay. Just walking back and forth. I'm pretty sure you're blocking right. Be careful, though. Waiting out the rest of the burst mode. Dragonite gonna go ahead, set up. CA's the rest of it, and you're able to see CA entirely through it. 99 Dash being able to have the awareness to keep on pushing, but PitaGuy is not down just yet.
Ooh, misses on the wrong side with that JY. That Ice Crash sent him in the other direction. That could have been a ton of damage. Another Wah, though. Oh, and so much damage from Fury Attack.
I'm surprised the amount of commitment 99 Dash, or should I say PitaGuy is giving. All right, there we go. But you know what? It isn't for not bringing it back all the way to last game, last round. And since this is loser semis, it means it's going to be best 2 out of 3. So, gets the Thunder stun. But you know what? Frozen definitely lasts longer than paralysis.
Yeah, as I've experienced it myself. I can attest to that. That was more accurate.
It's funny, I just said that, and technically in-game for like actual VGC, paralyzed just lasts forever. Wait, is this a whip punish? It is!
Oh, nope. You can't do that right against the Pikachu. You can travel across the screen. That does so much damage.
Why did that look way more damage from the start? Hold on.
Yeah, well, for real, like Jirachi really benefited against a low HP character like Weavile. I think Weavile's lower HP.
Ooh, text the throw. Okay, so far PitaGuy plus frames, so close. Gotta be able DP. Almost spelt the ends of your life. Thunder Pillar set up, add on to the plus frames, and with the neutral hitting on block homing, 99 Dash gonna take the tick throw and the set 2-1 over PitaGuy.
Yeah, congratulations, 99 Dash. That was a very fun set watching two stubby little gremlins try. They were deleting each other's health like super quickly, despite both being characters that don't really deal, like, they can deal a bunch of damage with the right combos, of course, but they not all the time, and I think it's mostly just because they're throwing each other at each other the entire time.
Yeah, but right now we got
this one.
losers finals. Gonna see who's gonna play against Auradiance in grand finals, winner's side. But Niet going with the Aegislash. Hold on, this is not the character I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Niet having an Aegislash, so this is gonna be very interesting. I haven't seen this guy in a long time, I think. Oh, the parry! Parry! Oh my gosh.
And you know what? That's something I actually haven't seen in a while. Aegislash parry, being able to do that forward R. If you're actually able to hit a physical hit, it'll automatically go into a transition animation for it. DP reaction on the JX. You better not do any try to freebies here, but does it again anyway.
Dean gets in that iron head. Oh, again, just reacting to the...
Wait, are you dead? You might be dead.
Very slow.
Oh!
He's dead. The rage, yeah, he was in rage, and he wasn't in rage? Yeah, that's a dead sword right there.
Yeah, because of the rage and outside of being rage, you know, that the benefit of when you're in that range for lower HP characters, sometimes they just get deleted. Ooh, okay, the commitment. Oh, tried to bait out the parry, but waited a little bit too long. Oh my god, just raw 6x?
Yeah, very committal 6x there. Messes up the combo, unfortunately. Does JX into Jirachi? This ain't Marvel.
Oh my goodness, these JXs right now they're 2 for 3. 2 for 3 successful. Wait, what? Why'd that pick up like that? Unless he wanted to do Thunderbolt, that should not have picked up like that.
Ooh, we get a Shadow Sneak, dodging it. Once again, getting an early release counterattack, beating through the Fury attack. Goes over the 6x, big damage. How much is this gonna do?
A lot, Jukum, a lot.
HP left.
Perfect block. Oh, hold on. My man said, I'm coming for your throat. Sets up. Burst attack. Not going to be hit. Is this going to give us burst? It does. Oh, okay. A little bit scary. 1-4Y and you're cooked. But don't do 4X again. I'm telling you, he'll react. See, I had reacted to the shield. I reacted to the American shield, Tosh. I was seeing that. But on point with the CAs. So far, anytime it's gone to Fury Cutter, 8X, what?
8X?
You know, I don't often see that as the choice of tech, but man, does it look crazy.
Yeah, that's a move you don't see every day. I haven't seen it in years.
Neutral Y? Ooh, committing to the homing. I'm not seeing too many crazy cancels coming out from, you know, Aegis/. Usually what you would see. But, you know, it looks like nothing but all neutral, all fundamentals. But 99 Dash saying, yo, forget fundamentals. I'm trying to make you guess.
Yeah, he said, screw that King Shield. Royalty's dead in the modern age. Oh my gosh, another nuzzle into a powerful combo to finish Niet off there, taking the first game of Losers Finals. 2 more to go to reach Grand Finals Losers side.
Oh my god. My man said, I know you were trying to go for making him guess, but like, guess for your life? That's different.
Oh, switches back. I was kind of expecting it. Switching right back into the Decidueye after that first game. It wasn't like he was doing no damage, but there was no like super clutch moment where Aegis/. Was shining throughout that entire last match, I'd say. And that resulted on, obviously, him losing. So it's a lot safer of a pick to go with all reliable Decidueye for Niet.
Yeah, not to mention you have a lot more neutral buttons to your disposal. And you have more HP also on that regard. But you know what? Pikachu 99 Dash says, you're all the same. I'm just simply going to win.
For real.
Ooh, dash up. Wanted to be able to catch the Ghost Dash. Doesn't catch it again. Backdashing on the CA. Perfect timing of the iframes. But you know what? Too many times are you going to get caught by that CA.
Alright, getting a combo. Probably, I'm expecting a Frenzy Plant. Or, oh, another one. Whiffs it, though.
Smackdown.
Ends up getting a lot more damage in the end as a result. So happy Droptimals.
Ooh, dive bomb. Ooh, okay. It looks like that actually wasn't punishable. Took a very long time in the air. JX on the whiff. Side swap combo. DP gonna put you in the corner. 99 Dash so optimal, especially with changing up their position.
Yeah, that was a really good, like, hold Y. I love seeing hold Y combos because it's just so unique. Both players now in their burst modes is... No, okay, I thought Niet pressed something. He did not. Gets rushed more into the corner. Took like 90 damage and chip damage. What the hell?
Alright, but it's okay. Only took the amount of damage that he probably would have gotten if... Oh my god, the dive bomb. Plus frames. JX. 8X. Sucker punch! You're pressing buttons, 99 Dash!
Decidueye just has a whole kitchen up there in the air. There's so many ways to just stall and maneuver around. Just pretend like you are punishable, but you're really not. Excellent use of Sucker Punch for that situation. Getting off the Fury attack, it looks like, indeed.
Okay.
Ooh,
Throw gets an 8X tech, means that we were fully confident in what was going to happen. Drops the combo. Escape the corner. Okay, yes. Frenzy Plant. Oh, nice hit, but doesn't convert anything from it. Fully charged. Gets the button. Got to be careful, though.
Yeah, that Leaf Blade was pushing Pikachu back, which is good for Decidueye. Was very risky with that opening, possibly. But gets a JX combo going in. Decidueye at the wall. Now 99 Dash is in the lead with Burst.
Ooh, Ghost Dash gonna save you in time. CA, I thought it was gonna be a CADC to throw. Would have did probably a little bit more damage. Wants to catch the nuzzle, but not enough times on the special cancel to be making it safe. Now gonna toss you in the corner. Ooh, and gonna phase shift as well. Dive bomb. That was actually a scary bit of Oki there. 18 seconds left. Doesn't react to the acro. Ground
we getting floptimals? We are. And these combos just waste a lot of time too. I'm not sure how 99 Dash is going to be able to approach safely to get off the damage he needs.
Oh wait,
a burst is going to do that much chip damage. Though it does get him in his face and pauses the timer.
Electro Ball commit. That's exactly what Niet wanted.
Great use of stalling right there by Niet. Did such long combos. That's a resource that I really admire, is just specifically doing specific combos to stall out the timer. Even if they are super optimal, just going for them and like succeeding, even if they're somewhat hard to do, is always awesome to see.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Gengar is definitely a character that has these combos too, especially against the wall, where it's just the pop-up ping ball combo where it's just like 2 hits, 1 hit every single time. I actually love seeing that combo, and just as much as on for Gengar, I love seeing it on Decidueye simply because it's really picking and choosing what route you're trying to use it for.
Indeed, indeed. All right, starting off game 3, Niet was pretty dominant that last match. Just believes in the flop and ends up being successful with that, getting so much pressure here. Doesn't whiff punish the JX though, and actually punishes
Another
99's own 8Y.
Yeah, 8Y on 8Y crime, depending on which upper body invincibility will work first. Feather Dance on the approach, gonna lose its tracking. 99 Dash is gonna go ahead and avoid the situation, knowing that it was still on the screen, so just trying to be safe. Oh, that might actually have made that punishable, especially with going back into the Spirit Shackle trap.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, because that was a crit, but it looked like Niet had already landed on the ground. All right, big combos. 1 Volt Tackle.
I love it too. Jirachi.
Without wall spot damage.
Ooh, gotta be careful though. Definitely one burst attack. Well, you know what? Healing up, you might nah, you're not gonna be dead anymore. Jumps over, dive kick, not gonna be able to land. Gonna make sure we add on plus frames, 2 plus frames. It's still my turn, and I'm gonna take it back with the throw. Gonna go ahead and lock you out of support since you love that Jirachi so much.
Yeah, 1 more mix-up. Take this next round. Feather Dance gonna be chasing you down. I forget Feather Dance can actually kill you, but that's still a threat nonetheless. Slows you down in some way.
All right, 9 seconds left, and you have a lot of... Hold on. Imagine if Nuzzle could combo in the air. I just thought about that.
Yeah, for real. Like, what?
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my god, that was so close.
That... As I mentioned last round, 99 Dashes release-wise are super sick. And that was almost the clutchest round when I've seen. Unfortunately, just didn't have enough time. Ooh, we have the synergy farming over there.
I love how we're calling it synergy farm now.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, reacts to the dive bomb with the DP into the corner. Safe jump. Gonna add on to the plus frames. We're gonna take to the skies. Caught him trying to homing cancel. Why do regular throw when you can do the nuzzle? Oh, that's unreal. I can't believe that worked.
Robbery.
Other side.
Oh, just believes in the fury attack.
Oh, the burst exhaust walk up to get the throw, using that small bit of iframes to whatever you can to try to get the win. Did that work? No, it didn't.
Nah, it did not. Would have been sick if it did. Now you're in the corner against a Rage Burst Decidueye. How is 99 Dash going to handle this? Just patience. Just make sure the burst goes away before you even try to do anything else.
Oh my gosh, we've been staying in that corner forever, finally being able to check out of your hotel. But you know what? There's nothing that's going to happen for the pain train that you're going to have to pay this ticket for.
Yeah, I think he's checking out that combo instead.
Oop. Oh, he was a little bit worried for the Spirit Shackle trap. I understand.
I don't agree with that accurate. That looked like it missed, I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, is playing so much more comfortably in this situation. Or, well, in this matchup. And the effects of it are really showing off with each round where he's been kind of dominating a bit. There's been some close calls, of course, but it's always been an edge toward him.
All right. It's been a great match so far, but there can only be one. Niet being up 2-1. 99 Dash has to pick it up here if he wants to keep it going in his tournament life, and that's actually an amazing start. Crit JX to get it started. Backdash out of the way. Sometimes these backdashes are criminally good.
Yeah, he expected that 5x to connect. You saw that Iron Tail, like he thought was thinking it would combo right after. Ended up getting punished for it. Now it continues to be punished, dragged further in the wall. Can't even escape on the ground because of the spear shackle. And one counter hit, breaking the phase into Niet's favor. Similar synergy bar, as it seems like, and Niet's getting even getting those nuggets.
Yeah, and actually 99 Dash doing a great job being able to pick and choose where he's doing these Thunderbolts. Even though Spirit Shackle does, oh my goodness. Hold on, against the wall, drops the combo, does the Iron Tail again, plus frames, on top of plus frames, burst attack. Are you gonna activate burst? Yeah, we don't want anything to happen to us on block. Wait, hold on, be careful. I'm about to say, that Ghost Dash was definitely gonna be a sucker punch. I was expecting it.
Alright, both burst mode characters have used up their meter. Ooh, dodging the first hit of the 8Y through the burst exhaust, that was pretty hype. Didn't get any sort of punish off of that, or reaction.
Oh, okay. This is actually a good start. 18 seconds. Jumps over, but gets a critical hit. And now we're going to be put into the corner on the wall. Hang him up like a picture just to put you like, hey, it's crooked. Let me fix that real quick.
Yeah, for real. Wasting all the time in the world. The only thing right now that could possibly win is a JX crit, but not even getting the chance by running into the Spirit Shackle. Excellently placed by Niet, putting in such a most awkward position for 99 Dash. There's that crit JX I mentioned, by the way.
Oh my goodness, that would have been the strongest hit ever. But you know what? This might be the hit that he wanted. Are you gonna reset phase shift points here? No, gonna go for the yeah, just go. Okay.
Oh no, he is
resetting. You know, just for damage, not for phase shift points. But this is actually working in dividends. Probably. Oh wow, a perfect. Definitely wanted to spend that round not using his burst.
Thunderbolt achieving another field phase win. This is okay. I wasn't sure if a JY was going to connect there and punish that Jirachi. Fortunately for 99 Dash, it was just when he was about to land, so the attack didn't come out.
Cancel.
But he ended up playing around half.
Oh, that might still be a punish.
Outside of that.
No. Oh, tried to react to the CA with a 5x possible cancel. Now, this is actually not doing too much damage because he's still in burst mode while he's getting it and has Jirachi on his side. Wanted to get a JX. That's, I was about to say, that's a very awkward Spirit Shackle placement. But we're still going to be put into the corner with punish on the 6Y, but still dropping combos.
He avoided that somehow. Excellent use of the jump right there from Pikachu and getting a Volt Tackle to push Niet further back with Niet coming back and once again.
Yo, hold on. My man's been holding on to this release Y for a while. Oh my god!
And he's got it!
He actually got it on landing too.
Yeah, I know. I was like silent. I was just like, I better see this work. 99 Dash. It's just like Chekhov's gun. Both characters in burst mode. 99 Dash winning the face. Decidueye just kind of jumping on the corner. Is this a punish?
Yes, it is a whiff punish. 13 seconds left with Jirachi. Only 5 HP and a lot of synergy gone on Niet's side on the approach. Doesn't even want to deal with any potential hit. Doesn't want to risk it. Playing for time, and you know what? I respect it. Playing lanes, wins games, and dive kicks do just the same. Comes back 2-2 for 99 Dash.
I was going to feel so bad for 99 Dash because that last hit from the burst tech put Niet in rage, and that is the sole reason why he survived that burst attack. But the dive kick sneaking its way in once again to hit Niet when it mattered most.
All right.
Last game for
5.
this losers finals.
And I've been really enjoying the matches, but like I said earlier, there can only be one, and we're gonna go straight into it. Just so far, the patience. Nobody wants to give up anything just yet, but we're still moving quick, playing at, if you would say, 100 dashes a minute. And so far, 99 dash, getting a hit confirm on the JX, but drops the combo reset.
Ooh, thought he was going to get grabbed. Goes for that 8X. Ends up getting out of the sticky situation he was in anyway. But 1-8-wise, putting him back toward that corner.
Ooh, oh, doesn't get hit by the forward Y. Spirit Shackle a little bit close. Dive kick, gonna be able to put you into the corner. JX, not a safe jump, but still just wants to be able to get in. And he has early damage going into this game. So far out of the way. And look how much the life deficit is between Niet and 99 dash.
Indeed, but again, burst can change everything when you're enraged, though he has his own burst going up against, but gets the knockdown, isn't toward the wall at the very least, misses. Wait a minute.
I think he flinched. Yeah, he did. He probably wanted to do a jump button.
Man, that whiffed Oki ended up being just what Niet needed to psychologically just mess with 99 Dash's like thought process for what to do. He tries to jump away, but Pikachu was not fast enough and gets hit by that. Now all Niet wins is just one good hit in to win.
Oh, and a late frenzy plan. Oh, all right, Niet on set point. Charge. Oh, lets him charge in his face. He's trying to suspect anything else. Niet is not going to let this get away from him. He's going to take any amount of damage possible. Feather Dance on the approach with the Spirit Shackles on the ground. Got to be careful where you tread, where you walk, but arrows are still a-flying.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, 99 Dash hasn't taken too much damage, right? But all these tiny hits add up and are preventing him from winning any phasers.
But good DP on against the Leaf Blade. DP again. So far, he's believed in the heart of that AA. And now, dash again? Oh my goodness, he's come back so quick.
Yeah, for real. Like, all those tiny hits don't matter much if you just get hit a bunch yourself.
Be careful, though. I thought, oh, the jump in, getting immediately DP'd with Jirachi, extra damage, perfect block. Does get the perfect block, single hit. It clashes with the frenzy plant.
Block, but clashes with frenzy plant somehow with the homing attack.
Oh my god, he's just antagonizing him. Burst for burst. I don't think either one of them wins. Oh, but it goes the other way.
No, he was stuck under him for a while and did homing attack way too soon before Decidueye even landed on the ground, so he went directly under him and away. And now that's to Niet's great benefit here. That might have cost 99 Dash the match unless he can land a good hit for his final 6-5 onward.
Yeah, not gonna be able to get anything. Oh wait! Oh, you know what? You know what? The only way he actually could have won is if he reacted to Frenzy Plant and went forward and grabbed it itself. That was the only way.
He could have found a way.
Of Heaven's Arena, number 29, Auradiance versus Niet. United Kingdom versus France. They are in two different areas, but you know what? It's amazing.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. It's been a very high energy night, and I assume it's going to have a very high energy end. So let's kick it off. Round 1 of Grand Finals. Auradiance is on the winner's side, and Niet is on the loser's side. So Niet is going to have to win twice over, 2 separate best of 5 sets in order to take home the victory tonight, while Auradiance only needs to do 1. This match is going super well so far for both sides. Just kind of just not caring about each other until Niet finally gets in a projectile and full combo. Half of Braixen's health is already gone.
Yeah, and we've got to make sure that, again, the amount of airspace and the amount of air time that Niet and Decidueye are able to accomplish. Like, look how much HP, well, finally getting hit. Flamethrower doesn't reach towards the wall. 8X doesn't get rid of the vulnerable frame. So Niet's going to take full advantage of the full counter attack. Sylveon as defense. As we want to make sure we got all the HP back. The block. That means we're going to go ahead and get our enhancement as well.
Yes, indeed. And then throwing the arrows. Those any projectile hit at this point probably will finish off a Radiance, but also just any grab or any other attack taking home round 1. Now, the Sylveon choice I think is actually pretty smart for fighting a Radiance because obviously Braixen is a character who can buff herself up with her own attack. with her own attack buff. And I think a big thing from what their last match entailed was that it was close in a lot of regards, but also a lot of cases where Niet was getting blown up, or close rounds that he probably could have won if he just survived one more hit or less. And I think Sylveon really helps with that.
Yeah, you know what? As you say that does make sense. Double dash. This time the mind games are happening. Wanted to be able to CADC the third hit of the 6X, but then suspecting that, being able to grab the CA from Auradiance. You gotta love the back and forth mind games. But Sylveon, Snivy, gonna set up the fire spin on your back. Gotta be careful. Stuck between a Braixen and a hard place. But we easily escaped out with the fully charged CA.
Yeah, put a Hail Mary into that unenhanced Flame Charge, gets punished for it with a full 21 hits combo, trademark.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Double hitter in the air. And sometimes when they do land, depending on which one it does, you are able to become very plus as Decidueye. But 8X, the Firecracker show Flame Charge. Yeah, burst up. Don't want to lose your life. Wait, what?
There's 3 Flame Charge attempts there.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
Burst attack? Ooh, wait. Yeah, I forgot there was already an attempt. The lowest of Flame Charges, and a beautiful reaction to the next one with the Frenzy Plant looming in the air. Oh, you wasn't even sure!
For real, oh my gosh. Something I've been noticing with Niet's past few matches is that he's playing to the timer a lot. This happened in his last set, and it was happening this set too. There was like 5 seconds left at that point, and he had so much health.
But yeah, but not only that, being able to actually, like, you know, even though if I despise the burst exhaust mechanic so much sometimes, people really can use it in very obscure ways and being able to hide their intent when they need to.
Yeah, because there's like a huge flash. You don't know what they could possibly be doing during that brief moment until it's way too late.
All right.
Oh, I see both players are going whimsical. Auradiance has almost full meter after one phase shift and Snivy.
Another well-timed Frenzy Plant reaction coming out from Niet, making sure he doesn't get away with that for free boomerang. Gonna exhaust it, and you wanted to take to the skies, but you gotta be careful. That flamethrower, typing may not matter, but getting anti-air definitely can hurt.
Yeah, a lot of these characters can do a bunch of damage just through anti-airs alone because they have such strong upwards options like flamethrower or acrobatics. Yet not caring, going for a Spirit Shackle to win the phase. Fire catches the Fire Spin attempt by rushing right into Auradiance's face and continues the pressure with a grab, pushing him toward the corner.
Oh, that might actually be a whiff punish. No, it's not. I thought it was actually a missed time for the Spirit Shackle. Back Y, or yeah, that's actually back Y. Or no, that's back X, back X. Ooh, hit. No, doesn't hit the vulnerable frame. Gonna take the corner. No, Niet, press the button. Gotta be able to hold R before you hold the L. But you know what? Burst mode, burst attack, keep the plus frames up. That's gonna be an anti-air on the Snivy. And that actually looked super low to the ground, but it still worked.
Excellent Snivy use right there. That could have been very dangerous if he was not caught pressing attack. I don't think he used his burst attack yet, and that could have just ended that game, ended that round then and there.
Okay, bursting actually super early. Wants to be able to utilize how much synergy they gain. Oh no, you didn't fully jump out, and that nicked you for the side wave. And now we're getting all the free real estate, all the extra insurance.
Yeah, that is a bunch of damage. With the Flame Charge though, Auradiance getting a bit too ahead of himself, and Niet's patience rewards him. All of these cross-ups are also crazy. Perfectly times that 5XX. They beat out the counterattack. Continues the pressure even further.
Yeah, catching that jump back with the 5Y now push you back into the corner. 6X. Thought maybe the third one was coming. Surprise, surprise. We're gonna get another throw and gonna lock down your Snivy in case you get any anti-air ideas. Like right now would have been very beneficial if you had it, if you used it. But the charge is still gonna get the kill. Not gonna be able to use your burst. And now we're to a 1-1 standing.
Indeed. The very unfortunate thing with that was he had Sylveon and he didn't use it. And as I mentioned before, I think a big reason why he chose Sylveon was to avoid situations exactly like that. But he just never had the opportunity. He felt very comfortable with the pressure. But Auradiance got the one hit he would need that would lead into a combo finisher that just decimates how much health this Decidueye had there.
I completely agree. Being able to sometimes use your own supports means letting go of whatever pressure you might have had, or even whatever advantage on screen you're going to be able to get. So using it wisely, using it in a timely manner matters a lot. And again, another CA hurts. Luckily, you get your Frenzy Plant off, and then now you're just going to go ahead and add on to the pressure.
Yeah, it looked like Auradiance was preparing for that, but got hit by it anyway somehow. Gets another counterattack off. This should wall splat. No follow-up, though.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
That killed. That killed. Was she enhanced?
Yes, she was enhanced there. That was an enhanced flamethrower, and that's the scariest part, too. Anytime when you're gonna do that, I do believe that is either a 5... Is that 5X from Braixen? Where she does like the little
swing, that's 5X.
Yeah. So ooh, okay. Actually utilizing it, doesn't get any combo potential, but does get the setup off of the fire spin. And you know what? Plus frames. Go ahead and lock you down. What are you gonna do? We're gonna react to the acrobatics. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
The good thing about also being in the EU is that it's easier to react to acrobatics online.
Okay, hanging over. JYJX gotta be, or not JYX. Oh wow, hold on, get the pickup in the air, toss him again. The picture was crooked. Oh, I'm about to say, hold on, the picture was offline. It wasn't even on a right angle.
That was a greedy triple acrobatics attempt there. That was pretty high up. There was a possibility that could happen.
At this point, I kind of just want to see it if it's possible.
Yeah, I actually don't know if it is possible. I feel like I may have seen it long ago, but I don't recall.
Ooh, good back dash.
He went for it, though.
Playing a little bit of CA chicken, getting out of range, long throw range. Now we're playing grab back and forth. They say the haters grab back, but only the successful ones are able to actually do something about it.
Indeed. Snivy, the projectile's protecting. Ooh, okay, I think the positioning on that side beam saved Auradiance's life, because I think there's different hitboxes, and that ended up winning Auradiance the game, which is that's very cool management to just minimize as much damage as possible. I don't know if that's how that works for Frenzy Plant. I know the back hit has the super strong hit. I don't know if the
like it you are able to, like, I do believe it depends on where you are, like how the Frenzy Plants like actually come out. So I've actually made like a certain like assumption, because it's like the front of the plants, it's like the standard damage, because the back of the plants are where the roots are. That's why there's so much damage there. But when it comes to the sides, it's just very minuscule damage, since it's not the, you know, the very plentiful area of the Frenzy Plant. But that's my TED Talk.
Yeah, that's the Jin Talk. Alright, rushing right in at the beginning of the round. Does not care about your acro. Goes in with the 8Y. Unfortunately, 8X puts you in the air, and that means even without a crit, without even needing you to jump, you are getting air comboed by that 8Y attempt of the situation.
Oh wait, I'm about to say, like, are you gonna get it this one?
Nope, just going for Frenzy Plant, guaranteed damage.
Wait, Snivy does gonna get the punish, not gonna get a combo, but Fire Spin, baby set, the baby spin. I've never actually seen that one pretty often. I usually see the charge one.
Yeah, I think Auradiance realized his spacing was wrong and that couldn't fix it fast enough to get punished by Niet. Oh my god, the lights, that's a new one.
That was actually a really nice quick pickup, just in case Saw the CA decides to charge the JX just a little bit longer, knowing how many hits it has. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, and then 8X again, 8X once more, 8X again. 8X has been such a great tool just for getting so much damage. So many rounds have been won off of that. The Snivy, that probably could have been bursted.
Ooh, and that's a lot of your synergy gone. Caught the 8Y against the wall. Burst attack. I like it. Confirming your damage. And that does give Auradiance their full synergy too.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Radiance has both meter and synergy. Niet did get a bit lucky with Whimsical, giving him that much meter, but he's not going to be winning a phase to get his meter even higher. Radiance is going to maintain the advantage. I don't know if he's going to want to do it early or if he's going to want to wait a bit longer.
Okay, gets over. Oh my gosh, that was so scary. I don't believe that was a crit because of the Spirit Cycle trap. It was just because of the 2YY. But now gonna go right back in. Be careful. Thought maybe the dash would have actually been caught out, but Radiance has been reacting to it pretty well so far. But back up, give me my 6 feet. I don't care if it's 2026.
Oh, again, the 8X is doing so. Why did that do that much damage?
Oh, okay. Anti-air through the 1,000 arrows. Maybe a ground type move, but it looks like Decidueye can still use it. And you know what? Count them up. 1. And that's all we need because... Oh, Snivy again? Fire spin?
Any follow-up, though. Again, keeps
misspaced.
Fire spins misspaced and to his detriment. Niet might be one hit away from almost being ready to reset the bracket.
Oh, that wasn't in crumple range. Activates Umbreon. And both of these guys are so low on HP in the last hit of the Psy Wave. And now Auradiance is currently on tournament point.
First the PB Psybeam hit and then the mini golf club. Oh my gosh. One hit, one more game is all Auradiance needs from taking home the entire match. And he's getting a good start with Snivy covering his options. Another 8X in the flame charge. Luckily no enhancement for Niet's benefit.
Ooh, double CA back to back. I'll do it again and I'll do it again whenever I'd like. Sets up the Spirit Shackle, hold you down, charge. We're in the air. Another good tech from Auradiance. I don't think he's been ever hurt or at least hit by a single acrobatics by accident. Or to say just raw.
They've been reacting to every single time. They are not working. That 8X could have proved to be the end for Niet if he got hit by that, but he beat it out with his own 6X.
Alright, another Spirit
No
Shackle.
Snivy cannot be called.
Yeah, no Snivy for you, no anti-airs. Stick with your 8Ys. Dive Bomb on the mark, on the hunt, and now in the corner. 4X to avoid. Doesn't combo into the Snivy, but we are gonna get an attack buff from it. Oh, that's gonna be punished for sure. Out of range of the Umbreon. And you know what?
I think that was meant to happen before the light screen, unfortunately.
And one thing's for sure, that's gonna be it. Say goodnight outside the... Wait, you're alive?
Yeah, no, he was in rage. He may have had that attack buff. That burst attack is not that strong.
Oh my god. Oh, but the whip! Okay, now with this rage, Auradiance is actually the one that's dead.
Yeah, he's like 100% dead, like 99% dead, 100% dead. Yeah, he is gone. Goodbye, sir.
I could have sworn with Decidueye being outside of rage, like he was definitely in white HP range, somehow still lived.
Yeah, and I think it was like that last hit of Braixen's burst that put him into the red health by the time of the cutscene. So
oh, that makes sense. That's true.
Yeah, it was just very unfortunate because that definitely costed Auradiance the game. That's just how the numbers of the game work. Yeah,
and now Niet now potentially can reset the bracket. Has one more game left before he gets to play another set if he accomplishes it. But Auradiance trying to get in the way. Bro, both of these guys getting blessed by Nia, starting off with their supports ready.
Oh yeah, I think this is the first time we're seeing Lapras too from Auradiance. Probably wants to get just a bunch of damage off in one clean hit, or possibly just a bunch of chip damage even.
Ooh, dive bomb, a risky dive bomb, but it works out in Niet's favor. Sit down, keep those talons 10, or I should say 3 talons to the ground. But Lapras, oh wait, hold on!
He didn't get hit by that counterattack slightly? How do you have enough time?
Okay, dodging the Spirit Shackle. Gonna go ahead, activate Psybeam. Do you have enough? And enough CA frames to get rid of the multi-hit. Surprising enough. Come here, dashes straight in to use the Umbreon. And you know what? Using Umbreon pretty early just means that we're gonna be able to actually use it again in the future when we have the chance. Gets the throw. You're locked down from crit and your own support, especially when you're about to have it charged.
You're also locked down from even winning this round with one more smackdown, taking it out. Niet is on reset point. Kind of was looking dire for him in the end of game 4, but looking pretty dominant now.
Oh, that might catch still. Yeah, the one time you actually reacted with against the acrobatics, you react with the wrong button to choose.
That was a spicy field face combo. A decent amount of damage. Again, cannot land a raw acrobatics for the life of him. Again, gets hit by the 6XX into a wall combo just like last round. This time it's just gonna deal a bunch of damage.
And not only that, gonna lock you away from Snivy. Here comes the arrow of truth. Gonna go ahead, bring down the tornado. You can activate your burst, but you will not have Snivy coming up anytime soon. Activating burst.
That was like the tail end of the boomerangs.
And took some time to do a sunny day just to get the attack buff, just to do some extra damage if possible. 26 HP. Armors through the light, but that's gonna send him full screen.
Yeah, this is not over yet. This is not anywhere close to being finished for Niet to take a victory. This is a rage attack above Braixen, and you are in the corner. One flame charge could probably kill you at this point.
Yeah, that's for sure. CA, but you mistimed the hit on the 6XX, so that means Niet resets the bracket. We're back to an even game.
I felt that was nerves to the max. He held that counter after that second kick for way too long, and I think he just wasn't sure if Niet was going to continue with the last hit or not, and just could not counter CADC counter again. Oh my lord.
All right, so now we are officially in reset territory. Niet taking the game, taking the set, and now he's got to do it all over again.
Yes, and I know being so close to victory and then just it whiffing at the last second can do a lot to your mental. And wow, we are seeing the aura of Auradiance right here and now. Lucario versus Decidueye.
All right, and you know what? Probably wants to live a little bit longer when it comes to the exchanges. Even though if Braixen does do well going against Decidueye, Lucario does decently as well, and not only that, has a way better burst mode than Braixen. Oh, but especially when you're able to make somebody guess for their life, that means the damage definitely comes out in full.
Yeah, indeed. That's you're already seeing the big burst damage that Lucario can give compared to Braixen without a buff.
Wait, with 8Y for a frame kill? But it works. Hold on, why does that work? CA? Oh my gosh, not even CA. It was just straight DP.
The only damage you need... Wait, am I looking at this right?
I think the only damage was the... Because he actually walked into a spirit shackle, like, thing eventually. I think that's what it was.
I see.
And there we go. Hold up. I realized the names were swapped.
Yeah,
but there we go.
I was just about to say, that's why I was confused. Wait, why is it saying Niet's playing Lucario?
And nice cross-cut DP. Gonna be able to put you on the other side. Auradiance has actually been going super, I would say just super ham. No DP, backs up. CA, low damage. Are you gonna burst? I would hope you do. All right.
Yeah, indeed.
Patience.
This entire round, Niet's been down and down and down.
Wait a second. Okay.
Radiance.
Big 8Y anti-air, but it's too high for the 5XX. Jumps out, dive bomb in. 2Y for the tick throw. You got scurred, you got flinched, and that means Auradiance is going to take the first game of Grand Finals reset.
That was a very quick game. Like, I'm fairly certain we're about to see Niet adapt greatly to the situation, but that was a great call by Auradiance by taking advantage of the fact that Niet was just so used to fighting Braixen, and now he's got to change up his mindset for how he's got to fight Lucario, who can do a lot more damage and very swift hits. Even stray hits from Lucario can lead to like decent damage compared to Braixen, who needs an attack buff to kind of achieve that a lot of time. If you just kind of keep wailing on Braixen, it's kind of hard for her to do that in the middle of neutral without getting off a sunny day.
Yeah, very true. Sometimes the attack buff from Braixen does just allow her to output damage a lot higher than some characters. Lucario, I would say standard damage aside from getting, you know, those strong hits. But you know what? Regular throw, gonna be kept against the wall, and tambourine charge is gonna allow you to build some synergy and a lot faster than Braixen. I mean, not than Decidueye. And like we've been saying before, no raw acros have been successful this entire set.
Ooh, perfectly timed in your.
Oh, let's go! You drop it, gosh darn it!
I was like doing that intentionally and not on Suicune. Kind of insane, not gonna lie. Hit the counterattack, critical Niet right then and there.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm taking.
For most characters, you are able to get that Octamo will get you a singular hit of DP to go against the wall, and you can get a fully charged Force Palm. Good attempt. Unfortunately, not successful, but you know what? I would love the attempt to happen again.
Yeah, I think the Decidueye on the wall is just kind of weird. I think he just landed a bit too soon. Unfortunate, but that was still sick nonetheless. Eats out that counter with Bone Rush.
Ooh, and I'm surprised we didn't just go for the DP there. That is the better option to make sure it does punish. Ooh, but the far distance CA. Oh, 8Y, Bone Rush, reset the scenario. This is looking scary. Are you gonna burst? We just jump. Wait, what the heck? We just jump out? That was the most nonchalant escape ever.
Ooh, Lucario's so much of a short king that he dodged the rising JY altogether and punished with extreme speed.
Okay, are we gonna burst back Umbreon just for the safe option? And you know what? We still, oh my god, try to shimmy your life, but in the air.
Yeah, was in the air a bit, so he wasn't exactly +8 there, but still safe enough for Lucario to run.
Dodge the CA with the Ghost Dash on the approach. Gonna go ahead, wall splat for the extra 20. Slight charge. But the homing again. We're homing canceling. Either one could happen. 15 seconds left. Hold up. Did that just turned Lucario around for like a fraction of a frame?
For real, right? Also, that Aura Sphere landing might actually win him in the timeout until that Spear Shackle hit. Oh, but the aerial JY you least expected, and it clutches up right then and there. Oh my gosh, reacted perfectly to the release Y or release X of Decidueye, the Arrow Flurry, and attacks straight from above to seal the win for game 2. One more round. This change for Auradiance has been immaculate.
You know, doing air or spear is like you really going like, all right, I have some free time, let me just do it. Because I would never really truly use air aura spear unless I'm really just like I need random damage. Not damage, I need random damage.
I need random damage. It's definitely good to have because it is a specific move for attacking a far at a downward angle for situations like that. Even if it doesn't do the most damage, but when it matters most, you'll be glad you have it. And I know Auradiance is glad he has it. Speaking of being glad he has it, I bet he's glad he nailed a triple Bone Rush combo for half of Niet's health. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's definitely a very well-timed anti-air. Delayed it just to make sure it was on landing. 8x. Gonna go ahead and sit you down. Oh my gosh, woke up with something. I don't know what you did, but you know what? It's gonna add to the health total. Mew, gonna go ahead, bless you with a crit buff. Homing charge, gonna do it full charge, so your synergy is taken away. But oh my goodness, drops the combo. Only gonna be able to get that combo when it's low landing. Oh my goodness, that man did a neutral jump JY to get the hit on the 6Y.
This is my heart can't take this. That is so much damage just off of one JY. Rage definitely helping, of course. But now you're trapped in the corner and you have all these spear shackles. Now you got them behind you. But luckily, a burst is going to give you a new lease on life. Especially when Auradiance is now in mid-screen, which is a lot better than what he could have possibly been.
Oh my god, that was so scary. Gonna try to dash in with the Umbreon. Taking a little bit of time with the air dash. Only 18 seconds left. Hanging in the air. That might be a punish. It is on the back hit of the dive bomb. And you're definitely in range. Auradiance now on set, or at least tournament point again.
Indeed, I think a big thing Auradiance has kind of realized is that Niet is kind of pushing. He's very aggressive with how he's pushing buttons, even how he just stays in the air. So he's just being very patient when he needs to, or striking where he knows Niet's going to be a lot of the time. He knows exactly what he's doing a lot of time in these situations. I think that's been a big reason why he's been able to get so many big damage combos off with Lucario.
Oh, gets the hit out of Bone Rush Slam. Frenzy Plant. Okay. Dash up throw.
Not that read.
Yeah, just gonna go ahead, take the damage where he can. Spirit Shackle set up, plus frames. Ooh, where you going? None of these are acrobatics. I don't know what you're reacting to. Does the prayer hands, gets the Aura Wave, neutral jump JY, and that's gonna be a great big chunk of damage against the wall too. Drops it.
Oh. Decidueye once again being weird on the wall. I think should have gone for an early release, but.
What the? What? Oh my god!
Being the only one with a burst attack punishable. This is it, Jin?
It might just be it. Dive bomb, low HP, burst attack, and say goodnight. Auradiance being your official Heaven's Arena 29 champion.
Yes, that was an excellent display of pure and utter